What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm sorry to all my peeps and my peoples that is this time in the morning, baby, because after the Bobby Brown review of his show, my neighbors knocked on my door. They're having a party and they insisted that I come out. It was like an olive branch because there's some things that has been going on with my neighbors that ain't so cool, especially when it comes to littering. Okay, I can't deal with it. I can't. But in any event, I fellowship and now I'm back home and I had to watch the show. So I'm very sorry that I'm late, and please forgive me. It won't happen next week. We'll be back to scheduled program, but I had to kind of like give that olive branch so I can voice my concerns and also get a feel of my neighbors even more, because you don't want to have issues with your neighbors, not where you live at, not where you sleep at, but in any event, we back, we here, and thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for showing up. I do appreciate it. I know it's late, baby, for real. So let's get down to the situation. In any event, before we do that, let's go to this. I'm so sorry. I love you guys so much, but I'm sorry. Fellowshipment. I didn't eat no food. I did wear my mask, but I did take a couple of drinks with me. I was always taught if you don't really know the people, don't eat their food, baby. The food looked good and the food smelled good, but I couldn't take any chances. I could have just threw it in the microwave or the oven or something. I don't have a microwave because I haven't had a microwave in like 30 years. Never. No, I couldn't. There's a lot of poisons out there and things of that nature. And I was like, you know what? I could do without a microwave. For real. So in any event, let's get down to the situation. So let's get to Tisha. So I got half of the show, but not all of the show. But Tisha basically was calling out Melody and saying that the reason why her father was up in Melody's and Mel's, Instagram or her DMs is because that she showed her breasts and she's just like her mother, like they fast and loose. I was like, yo, Tisha, you really stooped that low to say that about her and her mama too as well. Like, so the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It is what it is. Tisha is definitely Wanda's daughter, okay? Definitely her daughter. And I gotta ask you guys this question. Why haven't y'all told me this about Tisha? Where is it? Right here. I've never seen this before in my life with Tisha. Why does Tisha have a gold teeth right there? So she's about it. She's down with all the food nanny. She's down with all the food gaziness. She's down with all of that. I'm sorry to y'all that got gold teeth and things of that nature, but she got a gold teeth sitting right there on the side of her mouth, y'all. But at least you put it on the side of her mouth. You already know if you put a gold teeth in your mouth back then, when gold teeth was the thing, you was about these streets, you was about the attention, you was about the fashion, you was about whatever came with the gold teeth, baby. Okay, so she got a gold teeth, gold plated teeth right there on the side of her mouth. How come none of y'all told me she had that gold teeth? How come none of y'all told me that? What's up, Hickerson? What's going on? What's up, Gucci? How you doing, baby? Hey, what's up, Cheryl? How you doing, sweetheart? What's up, Major? How you doing? What's up? I'm so sorry I'm late. I felt so bad. Cause I was late. But how come y'all didn't tell me Tisha had a gold teeth? How come a gold tooth? How come y'all didn't tell me she had a gold toothus? So you already know she was about that life. And so this is why they take it so hard and so personal when it comes to Tisha's family about being on the other side of the tracks, baby. And even Wanda brought that up tonight. Wanda was on her best behavior. Wanda made sense out of everybody, including Marsau. Like, what's going on, Wanda? So we know that you can behave, Wanda. Wanda, we know that you can act. Wanda, we know you can do better. So we know what you doing, and the way that you acting is not the real you. Okay, you doing it for the TV, and you turning up for the TV because you didn't want your family fighting, and you didn't want that stuff going on, and you didn't talk all that mess that you was talking to Keke before. Wanda was going around punking the girls and talking mess and calling them B words and talking about, you talk about my daughter, I'ma do this and I'ma do that to you, blase and the third, talking all types of stuff in Kimmy's house, baby, calling Kimmi out. She went over there to see Keke a couple of episodes ago, and she was acting like she was about that life. But when Keke was there with her husband and face to face, Wanda had a whole new tune. Wanda tune was like, we family, stop it. Come on, Tisha, stop doing it. She even corrected Tisha. Like, Tisha, don't give in to this. So Wanda knows better. So that means she can do better, Wanda. Wanda, you can do better because you know better, okay? So in any event, child, if I knew about that tooth, I would have told you. Yo, I did not even know Tisha had that tooth, yo. Yo, I was watching it. I just came back from the barbecue, the neighborhood block party. I'm ready to tell them I'm tired of y'all littering. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of how you put out your trash. You know what I mean? I came to the crib, came to the house, and I put on the show, and I was like, she opened her mouth up, and then, she went like that real quick, and then she swallowed, and then somebody walked by. So it was like in nanoseconds, and I seen it. I was like, no. So for me to catch it, I had to go back and go back and go back to catch this, because I did not know Tisha had a gold tooth. Like, Lord. YouTube symbolize that she's a dog. Yo, she's thugging it. Yo, she's about that life. So the reason why she got her mama there, the reason why her mama getting that truck, the reason why all this is going on, she's down for all that. The apple does not fall far from the tree. But one thing I would like to say, in the first, from 1 to 5 episodes, or even 6, Tisha was, her makeup, and if you guys were watching the review, I was telling you that Tisha had a glow up. Tisha looks good, but she has fallen since. This stress with her husband and everything is stressing her out so bad that she can't even face the truth, and she won't face the truth. And that's why she got her family there coming at her husband, because anybody else would be like, you ain't talking to my husband like that. What you think this is? No, you better fall back. He put bread on all of our tables, okay, from the long time, so you gonna fall back. But these are things that she can't say to her husband. So this is why we believe that you have problems, Tisha. This is why we believe that you're not happy. This is why people believe that you are being mistreated and you suffer from Stockholm syndrome. And this is why even when you was on vacation with your husband recently, you was calling him out, and basically you want him to have your back, and you want him to, be there for you, which I have been saying the whole time. This is when she wants, Marsau to basically, go in on Coleslaw, go in on Mel, go in on Martell, and he doesn't, and he leaves her hanging, or he tells her to stop, or let's change the subject. And this was going on in the beginning of the season. This is why she has these issues, and this is why her family have these issues, and this is why Tisha brought her family there to attack her husband, because she wants to attack him, but she's afraid to attack him because she's afraid of losing him, and she's probably afraid of, how the home life might be in the situation, or what she has to deal with, because he really makes her feel inferior and small and not smart at all, no matter the degrees that she has, no matter the college that she went through, no matter how she graduated. She's a part of the business. He makes her feel, really inferior, in my opinion, the way he talks to her, the way he addresses her. He's not a comforting man. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, I've never in my life ever been with a man that couldn't understand my feelings and wouldn't, try to ease whatever hurt or whatever pain that I was going through, or could empathize and sympathize with where I'm coming from. And what he does is he tells her, don't you ask me this. It's like, she can't question him. What are we in the 1920s? Like, what's going on? Like, that's just so crazy. But her issue is Mel is a free woman. Her issue is Mel got away. Mel didn't put up with it, and she didn't care about people saying, oh, you got to divorce, you this, you that. But Tisha is the best thing since sliced bread in her family. So she wants to uphold that relationship with her husband, and she loves him, and she has his children, of course. But by the things that Tisha do, she's not happy. And, I don't know how long she's going to be able to put on these smiling faces and keep moving forward and blaming everybody else. And that's really a crazy situation that she's going through. And then Destiny talking mess about, Mel when she was over there with, what's his name? The King or whatever, Carlos King. When she was over there, she was very disrespectful. And she's been disrespectful. And she thinks that somebody stopped her bag. You stopped your own bag, sweetheart. You stopped your own bag. The way that you act, you stopped your own bag. And when it comes to Storm not messing with you or not giving you money, it's because she saw how you moved. And she didn't like it. She didn't like it at all. So she made a decision that, I don't know this woman. These people don't know you, Destiny. They know you through Mel. Now you beefing with Mel. You're saying things about Mel. You're saying all this other stuff. Like, you can't bite the hand that feeds you and then turn around and then play victim. And that's the situation. Yes, Mel wasn't great in this situation. Mel could have handled Destiny a lot better, because obviously Destiny is not raised like she's raised. Destiny doesn't have the loyalty. Destiny can't pick up on instinct. And sometimes there's a lot of people that don't have instinct. There's a lot of people that can't empathize or sympathize with you, or how would they feel if the shoe was on the other foot. Because sometimes people think about that, like, what, should I make this move? How would this person feel? Is this the right move to make? And they analyze all things in all different areas, and then they make a decision. That's not Destiny. And it makes you think about her marriage and why it departed. She said her husband was a mama's boy. She said her husband was married to his mama. Why did you marry him, and why did you have a baby with him? You're supposed to be smart, you're supposed to be a businesswoman, educated, and things of that nature. And you do that, and you move your whole life around, but you never knew he was a mama's boy. You never knew this about him. And when it comes to Destiny, I really think that she blames Mel for what Tiffany did. Tiffany came in. Tiffany is a clout chaser. So that's what Destiny should have took from that situation. Tiffany's a clout chaser. This is not her first time on a reality TV show. She does not love that man, Lou, that she's with. Poor Lou. Lou, I got so many good women for you. Just get a divorce and all of that good stuff, because Tiffany don't like you. She don't like you, point blank. She can't stomach you. But getting back to Destiny, for you to be friends and say that Mel was your girl, Mel was your friend and everything, and the way that you spoke upon that situation, but you was mad about the Tiffany, and you felt like she set you up, and then you felt like there's an out. Maybe I don't want to be under Mel. Maybe I want to be under this person. You didn't have to be under Mel. You could have been your own person, but you were her girl. And for you to get on TV and talk about her like that, I know Mel done talked about you and things of that nature, but what friend of yours done gave you $7,000 and you don't even got to pay that money back? She gave that money to you going through a divorce, being a single mother, raising multiple kids. You only got one. And you run into the food stamp office and you got a house and a building, and you at the food stamp office getting Similac. Okay? And then you got a friend that comes and give you $7,000 without asking for it back. That's your friend. That's your true friend. Why would a friend want to stop business from coming to you if she done put $7,000 in your pocket because she seen you coming? After she done helped you, after she seen the way that you move, she stopped messing with you and you out here playing victim. People don't even give other people a dollar. They rather see you out there on the street before they help you. They rather see your gas and your lights off before they help you. Because you know what? Some people can't even help you. And most rich people don't like to give money to nobody. Okay? Because that's not, they got rich by holding on to that money, not giving it away. And then, you know, the way that Destiny fought last season, the way that she was acting like Mel didn't do nothing for her. She was all by herself. You know, she was going through so much traumatic. And, you know, she didn't reach out to Mel. I was like, yo, Mel, how come you didn't throw her $100 or something? And I apologized to Mel because I was like, Mel, she want money. She thinks that you should have helped her. This is the only reason why I could see that she's mad, you know, after the divorce and then Tiffany coming in, that Mel got all this going on and she don't even help, you know, even though she doesn't have to, but she did anyway and she helped you. And you do this and you talk about her dirty like that. Hey, them Scotts ain't giving you $7,000, huh? You probably paid to go see the Scotts on the show, okay? When you went to go see Kimmi and when you went to go see Maurice, like, that's dirty. People won't give you money. People don't even got money to give like that. And then to give it to know that there's no return. And then you in a room talking. I would never talk to Tisha. I would never talk. Yo, even I know Mel's beefing with Tisha. Mel's not saying that she's beefing with Tisha. Mel's backing up. But the reunion will make you see that, okay, that was an issue. You know, Tisha saying this about Mel, that she's not a good friend. She tried to break up my marriage and all this other stuff. And, you know, how would you think that if you know Mel, you know that would affect her and that would hurt her, you know? And then you say you don't know if Mel's a good friend. Girl, she paid $7,000 to you. Are you kidding me? Like, yo, this is real ratchet. Yo, Destiny's ratchet. That's why she ain't married, because she's ratchet. She is a ratchet person. Lord have mercy. Please forgive me. But yeah, you're very ratchet for that. This woman takes her hard-earned money and pay your bill. She didn't give you $7,000 and or coof because God was still talking to her and telling her, maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you doing too much, because when you help people, they take your weakness for kindness and they think they can get over. And that's what Destiny did. And Destiny, if you was ever a friend and this woman helped you out, no matter what went down, you should have never been in that hotel room with Tisha talking about Mel or being alone with her in any way when she just made accusations and she just accused your friend that put money in your pocket after your divorce. Ain't none of them put money in your pocket. They all knew what was going on with you. You was in Huntsville. You don't think they all knew and was talking and laughing at you because you was Mel's friend? So Mel came through for you. And then you turn around and you do her like that. You sitting in a room. That's crazy. And so we get to Tisha. Let's slow down. We get to Tisha. We get to Tisha and her situation. Tisha's mad at Kimmi because Kimmi had a conversation with Mel. Kimmi done told, you know, Mel that, oh yeah, we talked about infidelity and things of that nature. And she feels betrayed and all types of stuff like that. You know, so how can you call out your cousin Kimmi and not see how Mel feels about Destiny? And Destiny, you seeing Tisha calling out Keke and wondering why Mel's calling you out. Like the pudding's right there. Like, this is crazy, y'all. Like, these people, like, these people are disturbed. For real. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, Miracle, what's up? What's going on? I have no idea. It seems like she makes crumbs. Yes, that's more to the story. And Destiny saying she wasn't talking about Mel. Like, girl, you know that it's a problem. $100. I know, Miss T. I'm a mess. Did Destiny try to get Storm to invest? Yes, Storm was going to invest with Destiny, but she started seeing all this craziness and she backed out because her friend is Mel, and other people that are close to Mel backed out, because you got people from Huntsville is saying, okay, the reason why I'm going to invest with you, Destiny, is because you and Mel are good, and Mel says good things about you and your friends, so I trust to invest in you. And now they see like these things, they seen that reunion and seen other things, and they're like, okay, now what's up, Norris? What's going on? How you doing? Run it, Miracle 82. What's up with Tisha's wig? No, her whole, like, last episode, this episode, her wig looked like she done picked that up off the street. She's stressed out. This man, her husband, done got her stressed out. She from episode 1 to episode 6 or 5, I was complimenting Tisha so much because her beauty was outstanding. I ain't never seen her look this good. We're gonna do a slideshow sooner than later. Hey, what's up, Norris? Destiny is sneaky and she's a copycat Mel all the time. I want Tisha to stop with the trying to destroy my marriage. She sounds crazy. And so somebody get naked person out here. I don't even know why. They just keep showing up like, yo, could you stop? Like, let's see. Let me block this person. Oh, you guys block the person as well, because I don't know why. They keep showing up in my chat. Nasty ass. Disgusting. Need a life. Need something to do. Promoting some nasty old ish. We ain't here for that. We don't care about none of that. Like, why are you over here like we gonna click on your link? We got other links to click on if we want to see something dirty. We ain't clicking on yours. Like, piss me off. If y'all can block that person, we got other places to visit. Okay, not yours. Yeah, just block them. Block them. Block them. Okay, so let's get back to this situation. Oh, Martell's a mess. But, he's setting that up, Ozark. Does Tisha have... Yeah, she does have a gold tooth. Yo, did you see? I was so shocked. Tisha got a gold tooth. I was like, this girl is hood. This is Wanda all day long. Nobody trying to destroy her marriage. It's just so much stuff that's coming out about you in your marriage, baby. Yes, block party. So, so you got that situation going on. And I was just like, that gold teeth. But in any event, it's just really, Destiny, you messed up. You messed up big time. You could have kept it cute. Could have kept it quiet. You didn't have to be on Instagram Live with Miss Wanda. You didn't have to talk smack about Melody. You didn't have to say nothing when it came to you hooking up with the Scotts and saying that. How did I know that she had beef with the Scotts? How did I know? I didn't know that she was my enemy. But come on, you keep saying somebody trying to destroy your marriage. That's the worst thing that you can accuse somebody of from a town and from the culture, that being married and being a Southern belle and having a husband and a white picket fence is something that they all grow up and believe in, especially, when it comes to Tisha. But I just think it just started off very wrong. And I think Tisha, my opinion, I believe Tisha's dislike for Mel from the beginning is because I believe Marsau was bigging up Melody, bigging up Mel, and he has an attraction to Mel, in my opinion. When you go back to season 1 and season 2, he was like putting Mel on a pedestal. And why can't Tisha question her husband about bringing wine to somebody else? Maybe it ain't true, but this is what's out here. And if your wife is clearly bothered by it, and she wants to bring it to you, and you're on a reality TV show, and the rumors are hitting, and maybe she is insecure, because when you start off, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Tisha was very insecure. She was very insecure about how she talked. She was very insecure about a lot of things. But then the build up towards she didn't like Mel, or Mel's, oh, look at her life, look at her marriage, look what's going on, made her feel more empowerment. Made her feel more powerful because she had the better marriage. So why ain't people bigging me up like they bigging up Mel? It just seems like it was just like oil and milk don't mix, and that seemed like oil and water don't mix, and that seemed like that was the situation with Tisha, with Mel. And Mel was iffy about Tisha, but she was giving her the benefit of the doubt, and they did know each other and they did talk, but Mel was like, I'm gonna let you hang yourself. And that's how the situation went down. But in any event, the disrespect, and why is your father up in Mel's DMs, and why is your family going against your husband, and then and your father's up in Mel's DM? If Mel's this horrible person, do your father not love you? Do your father not like you, where he's hitting up the enemy? You know what I mean? Because they think something ain't right with your relationship. They think something ain't right. And at this point, it seems like Tisha's family is like the hell with the money. This woman look crazy out here. The way she's being treated, the way that she's being talked to, it's like they feeling a certain type of way. Tisha knows her man is attracted. I know, for real. She didn't have the same energy for Keke. She didn't have the same energy, because Keke got information, and also Maurice has information too. So that's one of them situations. I like Keke better than Tisha. Y'all, it's too much. Tisha has come a long way. She got 3.214 degrees. I know. And the degrees was for her husband to respect her and consider her not from the other side of the track. So my question is, what side of the track did Marsau come from? Because he looks at her family like pure garbage, pure straight trash. Yep. And the seed is planted, Edwin. The seed is definitely planted in her head, and it's just like, you could just see, just like a yo-yo. But her family is bringing her things and saying things to her, and it's making her see, even though she wants to be oblivious to the situation, she's trying, and she is being. So it is what it is. So we we get Tisha with the gold teeth. I was like, I couldn't believe she had a gold teeth, y'all. I was shocked. I was mortified. And she didn't even take it out. She got the gold teeth, baby. She got the gold teeth. So in any event, we got the family there at Wanda's event. And then, Tisha hair looks terrible. Like you were saying, Miss T looked terrible. Keke needs a friend contract. She needs a friend contract really fast. Marsau said last season that he almost filed for divorce. Yeah, he wants out. He just doesn't want her to take half of his money, because I don't think they have a prenup. So in any event, moving on from that situation, yes, her, like, this wig looked like Barbie hair. It looked like she didn't even comb it. I mean, her edges are bad. I mean, it just looked like she was just like, okay. She wanted the family to get her husband. She came through. She knows it's going to be exhausting. And she came there exhausted. It just, Tisha may wake up one day, and she may like the place that she is, because it gives her bragging rights in her town, in Huntsville, and among her family, that she has, what she wants us to believe as a successful marriage. Okay, so Keke comes through. Keke was like, girl, I called you last week. And then Tisha was like, oh, I missed your call. And Keke said, no, you did not miss my call. And then Tisha said, I must didn't see it. And so then Keke says, I ain't trying. then Kiki was like, no, you didn't. And then Tisha turns around and said, I ain't trying to talk to you anyway. You know, you being friends with Mel. Like, so basically, you lying about the phone call. Like, she just looks tired. And, you know, this is a part of the wig that you don't see all dry and all ashy, looking like she done poked that mother sucker right up off the closet floor and said, let's go film. Because she already knew this is going to be a tug of war. So we have this situation going on. So she's confronting, you know, Kiki, and she's mad at Kiki because Kiki is cool with Mel. And in any event, yeah, she has a right to be mad at Kiki or whatever the case may be. But if she was smart enough, she will play Kiki and say, Kiki, stay friends with her. You know, do your thing. I don't have a problem with it. And see what information Kiki gets. But Mel's too smart to give Kiki any information because she see Kiki coming, but she also feels like Kiki deserves a chance. And then also, if Tisha, if you didn't throw your cousin to the side, your cousin wanted to be on TV, baby, and then you gonna throw her to a side like she ain't this, she ain't that, and then spread or talk her business amongst the people that's the cast and things of that nature, and then ice her out when she want to be on TV just like you, when y'all been competing your whole life, when your mother and your father done put both of y'all against each other. You got Wanda out here talking about she was a plan, a beat plan, and her father wanted her mother to go to the clinic. Like, what kind of stuff is that? Like, this is why Tisha has the gold teeth, okay? Because her and her mother are just alike. So, you have that situation. Okay, I don't even know why that block account keeps coming in. And it's like, it's like a whole situation with that. She just got what she ever broke. Yeah, she ain't trying to be broke again, girl. And so, yes, so we're not getting down to the whole situation, but Marsau did bring up this particular situation where he believes what Marsau is basically saying, that when it comes down to the situation, he believes that, Mel basically brought up a rumor about his infidelity, talked to Kiki about it. Kiki went to go talk to Tisha about it. And then when they had that conversation, that's the conversation that they're saying that there's infidelity. So I need clarification on that particular situation. Kiki, you got to let me know if Mel told you about the rumors that she heard, and then you went to go talk to Tisha, and then Tisha and you went to go talk to Tisha, and you and Tisha had a conversation about infidelity, because what is coming off is Tisha and Marsau are saying that there's never been any rumors of infidelity or any type of infidelity rumors, point blank, period. And so Marsau is basically saying that the reason why there's infidelity rumors in the conversation, Mel started it by using Kiki. So I wonder how that is going to play out. And, when it comes to Marsau, he brought up the situation in the show when he was arguing with Kiki and said that, you didn't have this type of conversation. So I want to know what type of infidelity conversation did Kiki have with Tisha, because she didn't directly say, oh, Marsau cheating. She said, wasn't we talking about infidelity, and then we end up having a conversation about infidelity? So did Kiki, bring a lie? So is Kiki lying the whole situation? Because Kiki was over there at Mel's, pajama jammy jam, basically saying that her and Tisha had a conversation, about his infidelity, and she had to dig deep, and it was on the phone for a long time, and this is not the first rumor. So if Mel brought you a rumor, okay, and then Mel asks you, is this the first rumor? And then Kiki says, no, this ain't the first rumor, because I had these conversations with Tisha about infidelity when it came to Marsau. So somewhere something ain't clear, something ain't clean. And right now whatever ain't coming out in the wash is gonna come out in the rent. So we're gonna see how that situation playing out. But that's, Marsau was basically confronting Keke and saying, what infidelity rumors? And Keke was kind of stumbling when it came to, did they have a conversation about Marsau cheating? Or was they just talking about infidelity? And Tisha never came to Keke to say, oh, listen, I heard this rumor. Did Keke go to Tisha and bring up these infidelity rumors? And Keisha never came. And Tisha never came to Keke about any rumors about her husband, because that's the way it made it seem. So right now, Marsau is saying that Mel made up a rumor, and then Keke took that rumor to, his wife Tisha, and that's the only reason why they had a conversation about infidelity. So that's crazy. So Tisha is basically saying they never had a conversation about infidelity, that she never told her cousin that Marsau was cheating on her, point blank, period. So in any event, when it comes down to the situation, Tisha's feeling a certain type of way, and she basically saying, you basically went and was talking about me in a room full of people that I don't get along with. Instead of you saying that Tisha's not here to defend herself, you should have just left it as that. But no, Keke didn't. Keke said, oh yeah, we had talks about infidelity. We had long conversation. We had deep conversations. We analyzed. We went through it. She said all that. And, do you supposed to do that if you're a cousin and that's your cousin? Hell no, you don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to even say anything. You see how Kimmi kept it cute and kept it sweet? Kimmi's playing all sides, but at the end of the day, Kimmi is going to, turn on Mel or have an issue with Mel, because all the people in her life have an issue with Mel and have a problem with Mel. Even though she eventually is going to have to, because her husband's going to put her in that spot, or she's going to try to play it as long as she can. And, when it comes to Kimmi, she really don't even like Tisha. She said, I wouldn't even talk to you if we wasn't related. And her husband, Maurice, keeps pushing her to be your friend. Okay? And now she's trying to clean up that situation. That's why Wanda is not seeing it for Kimmi. Because Wanda know that this is a game that they're playing, but she likes Maurice. But she know Kimmi, really don't like her daughter, but at least she's going to pretend, or at least she's going to have her back, or in some instance, not call up on, detailed information about the situation. So we got Keke and, Tisha going back and forth. And so you got Keke saying, well, what about your husband? He brought up my business. So I don't know what business it is. I don't know if she had bed bugs, or she was on a run, or they have warrants. Like, what is it? So I need to know, so we can really say that, okay, Marsau was wrong for telling, Mel and Martell at the time, that when Keke was coming to visit, when Keke was coming to stay for the Christmas situation, the reason why they told her business. And probably everybody knows that's working there, but do you guys know? Kimmi got to stick with the family. Tisha is just looking for a way to drag Mel into this. I know. Baby, I know, Miracle. I'm just waiting on the rest of the information to come out, because that needs to be addressed, how this infidelity conversation came up, because Tisha don't look like the person to tell Keke about infidelity and have that conversation with her, because they've been going back and forth forever and they really don't like each other. At one point in time, they pretend like they was best friends and they loved each other and they family, but Tisha's mother and Keke's father, or whoever the case may be, put these girls against each other. And basically, when it comes to Tisha, she was a part of the projects and she was a part of the wrong side of the tracks, and Keke was living in a house. So at one point in time, she was better off than, Wanda and Tisha. And so now the shoe is on their other feet, where Tisha is better off than Keke, but at the same time, she got loose lips, sank ships. So I believe if Tisha would have had Keke on more with her and presented her more as a friend of the show and as somebody she was talking to and having a relationship with, none of this would have happened. Keke wanted in, and she got in with Mel. And she feels a certain type of way about her business being out there. And Melanie told her what they said. You already know. She's like, oh, what? And so now you have Marsau basically saying that Mel done used Keke. No, Keke was already hurt and feeling betrayed and feeling a certain type of way. And then also being like outed, like not being a part of the cast with y'all. And so she want to be on the show. She feel betrayed. Mel has an open arm and an open bosom, and she rested her head right on her chest. Martell and that extra small suit, you already know. Martell is a mess. He lost weight though. Okay, so if Keke didn't know anything, then who was the family telling Keke not to say? Yeah, something else. Something else that Keke never told Mel. So messed up Keke's chance to be a part of the show from season 1. Yes, and she's pissed off about that because she wanted to be a part of this. She wanted to be a part of the show. So you have that situation, and they're going back and forth, and Keke's doing what she got to do. And the situation basically saying y'all talk, and then you got Tisha. This happened like 5 years ago. This happened like 10 years ago. This happened, this happened so long ago. Why you bring it up? Well, it seems like she's not healed from the situation because the way you did her. She wanted her hair out, okay? She wanted to be a part of the show. She wanted to be in the mix. And you dropped her because probably Marsau, like you said in the comments, who was it? When Tay talks. That's exactly the reason she fell on Mel's bosom, baby. And she was resting on them bosoms, baby. And, and then, Tisha said, well, you teaming up with my enemies talking behind my back. And Tisha has every right to say this because, oh my God, that would be crazy. Like, I would never do that to my cousin. I know what I would do as a person. You know what I mean? Like, I would be filming with Mel. I'll be smiling and cheesing, but I won't say anything. I'll be looking like, oh yeah, girl, I wouldn't say nothing, you know what I mean? But because I'm really there because I want to position myself to be on the show, and Mel has been opening the doors to the girls to be on the show, but the girls are being shady towards Mel. Like, they think they're gonna get into the show and then turn on her, and and they run to the Scott side. Like, the more you guys team up against Mel, the more the audience and the people that view the show loves her. Okay, because it is what it is. What y'all saying? Keke will be good for TV. Yes, she is. Marsau wanted Keke to shut up real quick. He knows something. Yeah. But then he threatened to say something. So they have information on both of each other. No bloodline. Let me tell you. I know, for real. But all right, Miracle. I know I'm so late tonight. So, we have this situation. So, I understand where Tisha's coming from. Like, yo, you don't never do that. But, Keke's holding on to, well, you told Mel this. And Tisha's husband is basically saying I had no other choice. I want to know what it was. To make the distinction, okay, he really didn't have no other choice. He should have told Mel. And so in any event, Keke savvy. She got herself on the show. You didn't want to co-sign? Okay. You want to co-sign all these other folks in our family and not me? Okay. I'm going to go sit on Mel's bosom, baby. And that's what she did. And then Tisha said, because you lied, you talked about me. And this is when Keke's basically saying, girl, well, your husband went back and told my business. And then, and Marsau being who he is and the person that he is, this is the logic. This is what Tisha is dealing with. He said to Keke, just because it's your business doesn't mean it's your personal business. So Marsau will figure out whether it's personal business or whether it's just your business, so he can make the distinction and he can tell people your business, but yet he don't want, on Miss Keke telling his business, okay? But he said that just because it's your business doesn't mean it's your personal business. He is a mess. Let me tell you, Marsau is a good character on this show. Lord have mercy. He be coming with all the mess and all. At least he gets his old sayings correctly. Wanda don't get them done correctly, and he's willing to go all the way in. So you have Keke basically saying, she told my business. She told my business. I was like, I just wish y'all would sit here at this table and tell us what Keke business is. What was it that they had to tell Mel and Martell about the situation? We got Keke's husband. He's sitting there quiet. We got Keke's sister. She's sitting there. He going to say something at the end. But at the end of the day, Marsau calls shots when it comes to her family, and he trashed her family, basically saying he don't want to be around them. He don't want to, basically looking at her family as scum. Like he's looking at her family like they work at the carnival, they're uncivilized and things of that nature. Not saying carnies are, but I'm talking about the old, perception of people at the carnivals and work at the carnivals. No shame. So, in any event, so you have that situation. You got Tisha, cause you lied, just because you lied. And then Marsau basically saying that he could tell her business. And Keke said, bull-ish. Then Keke said every time. Then Keke was basically, what you mean? What are you talking about? And then Tisha said, doesn't something bring, something goes away and then you bring it back up? And Keke's basically saying we settle it and you bring it back up. So Keke's basically calling out Tisha and saying that they settle the situation. Tisha brings it back up. Tisha saying that Keke brings it back up in previous time. Then Tisha, she basically says, girl, this happened like 5 or 10 years ago. Now you're bringing it back up and now you team up with my enemy. Basically, Tisha is saying that, she betrayed me as a family, as a blood member of us sitting at this table as blood related relatives. She betrayed me. So basically, people gonna look at that and be like, okay. And so it's gonna make Keke look bad, especially with her family. But Keke wasn't backing up off the situation at all. And so Keke was like, I know everything. Keke was like, I could tell some other things. There's some things that I didn't say. I know there's some things that's going on. You know what I mean? And then, Marsau's like, then say it. So and he's like, I know some things going on too as well. I can say some things as well. So they both were threatening each other to spill tea. So the reason why I know tea was spilled because they both got tea on one another. Marsau was pointing his finger and yelling, being aggressive and screaming towards Keke. Keke was like, well, I know some things too. He was like, tell it. And that's when Wanda knew that they both had tea on each other. And that's why Wanda came in and tried to calm him down, because the family fighting among each other. And, she basically showed us that she can be constructive and she can be conducive to her family and not bring chaos, but she chose chaos, okay? Because that's what gets you moving, okay? So we have Bernard. Bernard is sitting here talking all types of mess. And then Marsau is like, you shut the F up, Bernard. Bernard, to me, is one of the family members that he was so close to getting Marsau to slip last episode when he was questioning him. And that's when Wanda came in and she stopped the conversation and she said, come on and try my food. Because Wanda knows Wanda ain't stupid. Like, she acting like she's stupid. She acting like she ignorant. She acting like she don't know no better. But she knows exactly what she's doing. It's very calculated. It's not just, some dimwit with nothing up in the air. She knows what she's doing. But when it comes to Bernard almost got him to slip. And Bernard gets under his skin so much that Bernard and Marsau needs to sit down and have a conversation, or they need to be filming them alone, and Marsau cannot leave because Bernard is going to get the information. Bernard is out here doing his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, he got Marsau all up in his feeling. Marsau is basically leaving all that, I'm a Harvard graduate, I got all these business. He's leaving out all behind at this dinner table. He is cursing out Bernard. He's catching what Bernard's saying. So Bernard, it must be saying true things for him. Everybody else is saying stuff. Marsau's not going after everybody else, but he's going after Bernard. When you target and you ignore them, but he keeps going after Bernard because Bernard is saying something. Bernard is saying some things that the family is considering, and but also Marsau said Bernard reminds him of Wanda #2, and definitely he is. Okay. So Bernard was it was pissing out Marsau so bad that it was just wonderful. And if they would have and Wanda knew Bernard was gonna get it. Wanda knew, and that's why Wanda twice she stopped Bernard from getting the tea. And so Wanda is still protecting Marsau, just like Marsau is protecting Wanda as far as it comes to her not being kicked off the show, okay? Even though he can't stand them. So let's look at this, theatric that this family has going on, okay? It might be real, might be fake, y'all, all right? It might be fake. Yes, pimping, baby, pimping, yes. Yes. Facts. Yes. Yes. In that suit, I was like, look at his suit. Look at Uncle. So, you got that situation. And maybe we might talk about this episode again because I really came so late because I was trying to mend wounds or mend fences with my neighbors. So where we at? So we got that situation, and they're going back and forth. Now we got Tisha, and Tisha's basically cussing out Keke. Not really cussing out Keke, but basically all up in her face and egging her on. Tisha, let me tell you, if I was 20 years old, 31, I would have smacked you, baby. I would have smacked you. If I was my old self, when you're talking about, it's so sad. I hate when people I'm having an argument with basically say, oh, so sad. Look what you're doing. Knowing that they got you to that moment. Look what you're doing. It's so sad. Look how you're acting. Girl, you'd have been smacked. Quick. It would have been second nature. And she was like, you so sad. Girl, you'd have been sad crying. Okay? You would have been sad. I hate when people do that. And that's why I don't do that to anybody. I don't care if I'm winning the argument, if they yelling, and then you know how people just, oh, you so sad. Look what you're doing. Look at you. Are you angry? Are you upset? You're sad. Oh no, that's the worst. Like, don't get under my skin like that. Don't patronize me. Don't do that to me. I was like, girl, let me tell you. So, so you got that situation. Tisha said, basically, you went behind my back. Keke said, no, your husband went behind my back and told my business. Marsau said he had the right to tell because it ain't your business. Your business ain't your personal business. I was like, Lord have mercy. Look at all these lies. Look at all these things. He is such a slick talker. He's a smooth operator. This is why Tisha feels so stupid all the time. This is why Tisha has to bring her family in because he double talks. He makes these points. And she already put him on the highest pedestal, like she put him on the pedestal as God. So anytime he says something or he's confronting her about something, she want to question him. She thinks that he's wrong, but she doesn't have that confidence in herself to stand on her 10 toes down and basically make him do what she wants him to do because she does what he wants her to do. So it should be compromise, and that's what a marriage is, compromising with your partner, okay? And there's no compromise when it comes to Marsau. So how can you be this big bad wolf or be this director over your marriage all the time, but you don't compromise and you don't give in to your wife? What that say about you? That says that you're very selfish, and we see it. Talking in circles and saying just the random stupid things. And then, and so, they both was going to spill the tea. And Marsau was like, oh, say it then, say it. And that's when they stopped it. everybody knows what's going on in this situation, whether they got proof, whether they got facts, or whether they know. But in any event, it's just really sad that Tisha has to use her family to try to get her husband, but and then at the same time, knowing that her cousin wants to be on the show just like she wants to be on the show, knowing that her cousin got tea as well, you persuade her from the enemy. I know you expect loyalty because they're your blood, but then if somebody else is dangling a carrot and a cake in their face and their bosom is warm and everything else, and you slamming the door, what do you think is gonna happen? This is 2022, girl. Like, let's get it together, okay? And so we got you, Tisha's brother. She's there. They're arguing, and it's going back and forth. And Marsau is just basically tell it, say it. It's like he didn't want them to tell it. And look at her wig. I still can't believe Tisha has a gold teeth, y'all. I am just so sorry. I did not even know anything about this situation. I did not know nothing about no gold tooths. Okay. I was like, this guy. Well, at least she got the cap on the side. And so, Tisha was like, you a betrayer, you a liar, you this. And then, what's her name? Kiki's like, no, I'm not a liar. What are you talking about? So they're going back and forth. They're arguing with each other. I can tell this. I can tell that. I can tell the personal business. I can tell this. You got Marsau being really ignorant, basically saying it ain't your private business because the whole of Huntsville knew. And Kiki was like, I don't care about Huntsville knowing anything about anything. Change the subject, run around. I mean, he really does. Like, it's crazy. It's just really, really ridiculous. Yes, her wig is sweating because it was about to be some real tea spilt. But Kiki was able to hold it in, and Marsau knew he didn't want it out. So hopefully they deal with their personal situations. But Marsau said everybody in Huntsville knows. That's one thing for everybody in Huntsville to know, than for a national syndicated audience to know and the whole world to know. And anybody she come in contact with would know whatever her secret is, whatever you told Mel and Martell. And just because you think it's not a big deal or everybody else know, let me tell them. And then what if I don't know if it ever did get out, but I just want to know what the secret is. I mean, shady. He's making and Tisha's cousin, which is Kiki's sister, saying that you're not going to go against your husband. And some of them are feeling like he treats her bad and he was wrong for telling her business because nobody wants their business to be out there. So luckily, so far it's been kept secret. At least it's been kept secret from me. But in any event, Marsau was basically standing up and screaming and yelling, so very aggressive. And he's yelling at this woman, like, he's yelling at women like that. So you can't tell me he don't be yelling at Tisha like that when she be coming. This is why she don't want to question him. And probably her only resort to get answers from him is from the show and asking him questions while he's on Instagram Live. To me, in my opinion, I think that she gets questions answered from him through TV, through viewers. She's relying on the people to call out her husband so she can ask him these questions because she's feeling like some of the issues true as well. And now she got her family, so she's not truly happy with the situation. And basically Marsau said, you keep questioning me, then you don't believe me, and that's the most form of disrespect. And he also said when they was on vacation, if I had these rumors coming at me like you do about me, if these rumors are about you, I would have been left you, okay? Marsau doesn't want to part with his money because from episode 1 to 5, he was basically talking about we need to downsize. Tisha spend too much money. We need to do this. He was just basically complaining about money. That lets you know that he wants his whole pot, and he wants his pot that he has with Tisha, and he would have to break that pot up. So when he goes and look at his accounts, when he look at his overseas accounts, when he look at his money, it's this huge number, but it can be divided, and he doesn't want that. And he's trying to hold on. And Tisha is basically, if they was never on this show, Tisha would not have a question for him. Even though she feels the way that she feels inside, he might come home, he might disappear, he might got lipstick on the boxes, or he might be out here. She'll just be the doting person, not saying anything, because she wants to be deaf, dumb, and blind to the situation, and she can't be because her family, her mother, the viewers are bringing it to her, so she got to face it. And Marsau's saying that you should believe that I ain't, okay? And that's it. Like, you imagine that? And so, Tisha, I told so, Tisha's basically saying, when did I ever tell you that Marsau cheated? When did I ever tell you that he cheated? When did I ever have a talk to you about infidelity? So Tisha's bringing up what Marsau previously told her, that Mel started the rumors, and then Keke came to her, and Keke's being used. And so this is what Marsau is saying, that Keke, you're being used, you're being spit out, you're being taken advantage of, and you don't even know. But the same way that you're using Tisha, as basically getting your rocks off on the show, and then throwing rocks at her family, and then throwing rocks at Mel, blaming everybody but you. Like, he never takes any accountability for anything. It's like, okay, these flirty behaviors, being around these single women, taking pictures with them when you are married, and your wife is insecure, she's jealous, and things of that nature. You fuel the flames, you fuel the fire, and it's like you do it on purpose because you feel like you can do it. It feels like he likes to torture her, in my opinion, just from watching the show and analyzing his behavior. It's just crazy. It's all about the money. Hey, LaTavia. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Tisha never go back. I'm just like, yo, this is just real crazy. Like, this whole conversation. I mean, like, for real, like, I couldn't even imagine a man playing these games with me. I couldn't even imagine. Like, we can't have a conversation. We can't communicate. We can't talk. It's like Tisha can't even express how she feels or talk how she feels. Like, she's stumbling over her words. Like, she can't really get it out. Like, what? So what? You just say, he say, fix me eggs, fix me grits, fix me bacon. Let's go look at this properly. He's like, yes, 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 yes. And so she can't even have a thought about situations or how she's feeling. Like, how is a woman in a marriage where she can't express herself to her husband and her husband understanding? This is why shit don't work, because you got these men that are just crazy, that want to be so dominant, that want to be like, oh my God, a woman better not ever tell me nothing. She better not tell me none. Her place is to have these babies and listen to me. She better not. Why would you even want to treat a person like that? Why would you not want to have intellectual conversation? Well, they can't have intellectual conversation, you already know, but in any event, why would you want to be with somebody that can't express themselves? Why would, Tisha put herself in that position when she has these questions? Could you imagine having questions and you can't get no answers, and you can't even ask the questions? Because if you do, all hell is going to break loose. What kind of relationship is that? What kind of marriage is that? And so in any event, so we have that situation going on. And we got Marsau. Basically, he's talking big money, cash-ish. He's talking like, oh, nobody put your business out there. It's so sad. Yeah, we did so much. Then Tisha and Marsau brought up, we did so much for you, Keke. We did so much for you and your husband. And this is how the husband quieted down, because the husband got up to confront Marsau, to confront him about the way that you disrespected my wife. Look at the way he talking to women. Look at the way. Come on, if he's talking to these women like that, talking to the other women at the table like they don't have a brain, like they can't exist, and like they have the gumption, they have the nerve to ask him a question. That's real sick. It's sad. Like, it's another depressing situation. So homeboy gets up, and this is when Wanda was like, yo, calm down, stop it. Oh no, we family. Tisha, calm down. I ain't never tell Tisha to calm down. And the husband gets up, he points his finger, like, and we talked about this last episode, like, it's the money situation. Tisha and Marsau is, giving something. I guess something is better than nothing, but it coming to a point where they rather be broke, because they probably didn't know that Tisha is being treated this bad. They probably just didn't know it was this bad. They heard the rumors. She's smiling and coming through. Oh, look, I got a new Chanel bag. I got a new core. I just opened up a new business. It's like, okay, so it ain't that bad. But now they're getting to see how bad it is. And we getting to see how bad it is. And yeah, the husband should have got out way sooner. I almost forgot the husband was there. Yes. I'm just like, oh man. And I believe in, marriage and all that other good stuff, but, and the man is the leader, blah, and the third, but at the same time, you lead, but at the same time, where's my respect? If I'm respecting you, why can't you give me respect? And he considers you asking him a question about what he's doing out here in these streets is disrespectful. Okay, so the husband is pointing his finger. The sister, she jumps in and she says that, Tisha ain't going to go against the husband. No, and she's not. And you're not supposed to go against your husband, especially in public and especially on camera. That's not what you're supposed to do, point blank, period. But at the same time, they know that something's going on, and what they accusing Keke of being Mel's, backhand agent or whatever the case is, there's stuff that the whole family know was actually going on when it comes to Marsau and what he's doing. And the husband and Keke was going to put it out there. And that's when Wanda said, we can't talk like civilized people. We can't be civilized people. I don't know if she said civilized, but, she was like, this is not, one person talk at a time. You can't talk with all that yelling, that screaming, people talking. We can't have this conversation. Well, then I'm going to end this conversation. We're not going to have this because this is not how we're supposed to act and behave. So Wanda clearly knows how to behave. She just choose not to, okay? She choose not to for TV. So Wanda do got some sense. And so now we're having this conversation, and Tisha she feels hurt. She feels betrayed. And she has a right to feel that way. She does have the right to feel that way. Tisha definitely has the right to feel that way when it comes to Keke. But at the same time, Melody's feeding her. You stop feeding her. What do you think is going to happen? Yeah, she's going to go somewhere else and eat. You can't just ice her out and think that you already know who she is. You on TV. Y'all been competing your whole life. You think that Keke wasn't going to make her way back to the show? Girl, you should have had her under your sleeve. You should have had her in your bosom. You should have been feeding her milk, cookies, and ice cream and everything. That should have been your road dog. And so Marsau was like, tell it. And Tisha's like, no. Tisha's doing the most. Oh, she's doing the most. They knew that they was going to come out because Marsau didn't tell their business. And then the husband said, you wanted to come out. You want me to lay it out on the table? Then lay it out on the table. And he didn't lay it out on the table. Usually anytime somebody tells Marsau, lay it out on the table, say it. He decided not to, okay? He didn't say anything. And then the husband was like, that's the type of dude you are. And you got Wanda. She's not disrespecting Keke because we have episodes where she went to Keke and tried to disrespect Keke from talking to Mel and disrespecting her daughter. But at this point, Keke's not the enemy. She wants to get that money from Marsau, and she doesn't see Keke as the enemy. She was acting like Keke was the enemy in earlier episodes, but right here, she know this is some real crap going on, and she sees her family falling apart, and she's not helping it either. So at this moment, she's helping as a mother should and stopping it. And the husband gets up and he's pointing his finger and he's yelling, oh yeah, he took way too long, Miss T. He took way too long to get his big ass up. You should have went over there and body slammed and jumped on. You should have been tag team wrestling. You should have been Hulk Hogan out here. You should have been The Rock. You should have been all these people. Stone Cold Steve Austin. You should have been the Bushwhackers. You should have been Andre the Giant. You should have just jumped right over that table and landed, baby. Because he was talking to your wife like she was somebody off the street. Okay, and he was talking to her like he talks to Tisha. And so he was like, man, you remember all the money I gave you? You remember how I helped you? And so this was calm the dude down, because you know the worst thing is when somebody reminds you in the middle of an argument what I done for you, especially in the condescending and the poor way that he thinks already of Tisha's family being off from the wrong side of town. And so he quiets the husband down, or that's what it looks like on camera. Like, we done gave you some money, well, give me some money right now, you know. We done did this, we done helped you. And he was like, yo, but there's some things. So they have the conversation, so they talking and they kind of like work things out. But what happened to all that energy that Marsau always have? I'm going all the way, it's all or nothing. That's how he usually is. Keke and husband got tea, okay? Keke and husband got tea because he didn't go all the way. And then we have Bernard. Bernard said, I'm so glad y'all done talked and worked it out. He said, get the F off my face, Bernard. Get the F away from me. Bernard done pissed off Marsau so bad that it's just really too funny. It's just really too funny. He's so pissed at Bernard. Bernard ain't even mad. Bernard knows how to get to the truth. That's something that he learned. Bernard knows how to get to the truth. And then Tisha, oh, you trying to destroy my marriage. You trying to hurt me. How can you be friends with somebody that tried to hurt my marriage and destroy my marriage and all this other stuff? Ah! She doing all that. And then Keke's feeling guilty. And Keke wants to hug her. You got Marsau in the back just looking at his wife like, girl, you need to stop this shit. Like, Keke, he's looking at his wife. You need to stop this shit. And so Keke's trying to get over there to talk to her and go back and forth with her, but it's not really going that way. Right now we have Tisha in victim mode. Tisha know her cousin. You should have kept feeding her. She wanted to be on the show. How you gonna be in the show without her when you been going back, when y'all been competing since y'all were born? So how she was gonna get on this show one way or another, you know? That's your fault for not seeing that. You thought Mel was gonna be like, okay, forget Keke because she's with you. No. Mel said, come on, Keke. Come on, girl. You wanna talk? And that's what it was. And then they say, well, and then Tisha's like, well, she's trying to destroy my marriage. She's doing this. Look at all this stuff she's done. Keke was like, girl, I don't think she's trying to destroy your marriage. I don't even think she cares like that. She ain't even trying to destroy your marriage. Yes, she is. Yes, like, you need another line. What's her name? Tisha needs another line. And so we have this conversation with Destiny. Destiny's basically done with Mel, and she basically blaming Mel for their whole friendship falling apart, and Mel didn't keep in contact with her. Mel didn't do this. Mel didn't do that. It's like Mel. Like, baby, you got $7,000 free and clear when you was getting food stamps and Similac. You should be a thankful, grateful female, okay? Mel had business. Like, how do you have people wanting to do business with you through Mel and then beef with Mel? How smart are that? How smart are you? So we have to question. We need to see your husband. And then what did Destiny say? That, oh, she can't talk about her husband on Love and Marriage Huntsville because that's what her ex-husband told her that she can't, but she can talk about him on all other stuff. But baby, if you bite the hand, like, that's sometimes you gotta suck up some shit, girl. Like, you sucked it up with your husband and moved him and traveled all the way to Huntsville and left everything behind. You got Melanie that got business, got connection, and people donating and people trying to give you money and do business with you, but you gonna beef with the girl that's giving you the connection? You never beef with your connect. Okay, you don't beef with your connect. You don't talk crap about your connect. You are ungrateful. And this is probably why your husband left you, because you are ungrateful. Like, and Kimmi playing these sides, trying to play all nicey nice. We already know what you're gonna do. And what's her name? Destiny is on your side, because Destiny came up into your business with you and your husband and talked about Mel. So we already know how you feel. You just trying to keep it cute because you still want to film with Mel. Okay, you don't want to be beefing with her because you already know what the dilly is. So in any event, so we got this situation where it comes to Destiny. Well, you know, Like, God, Destiny. Like, I had never seen, like, people are really stupid. Like, so just take it, just don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. And that's exactly what she did. And then she gonna blame Mel because of people not doing business with her. If I met you through Mel and you two are beefing, I'm not giving you 10,000, 15,000, 30,000. I want to know why you beefing, what's going on. And I know who Mel is. I trust her. I have a relationship with her. She do good business. She got good money. Should I put my name and reputation on the line with somebody that introduced me to you, that you are out here being shady towards and sending subliminal messages to? Like, sometimes you gotta hold back. Sometimes you gotta hold your mule. Sometimes you just gotta apologize and wait for the person to come to you to see that you're not really that shady. Because usually what happens is when people don't really understand if they can trust you, they give you a rope to hang yourself, baby. And that's what you did. What you're supposed to do is fall back, chill, say what's up to Tisha. Like, Tisha, I don't even want to talk about the Mel situation. It's unfortunate that it happened. She's a good friend. You didn't even say Mel was a good friend at the reunion, so now we understand why Mel was upset. She's helping you out and assisting you and trying to be there as much as she can for you when your own family, your own friends, the people that you know didn't give you a dime or a penny. Because that's why you was down at the food stamp line. But Melody came through. She seen notices and shit and was like, oh, this girl going through it. Let me help her out. That's what you call a friend. And then a friend that's bringing money to you. Girl. You your own worst enemy. So in any event, when it comes to Destiny, so Destiny is woe is me. She's basically saying that she's the victim and Mel messed up. What you're supposed to do is not talk about your friend. If you have a friend and you two start a beef, and I already went through this situation years ago. Best friend, we started beefing. We stopped talking. Okay, I never said one word about her. Period. I didn't even have conversations about her. Don't even bring her up. Don't talk about her. I'm good. Not because, one day I hope that we was going to be friends again. No, because that's just not my character. When you break up with somebody who's supposed to be your friend, you don't go behind their back and talk about them or hang with their enemies. One day I was at the bar. My best friend at the time, her enemies came through. They came through, and this girl that's an enemy, oh my God, she's like Michael Jordan. She looks like Michael Jordan, built like him, but she got a body like LeBron James, and she got them hips. I think the hips is the largest muscle of the body, and her hips were the size of a core, baby. And I seen her fight dudes, like, so she was there with a bunch of girls, and then she tried to rag on my ex-best friend. And I was like, yo, listen, I don't even want to listen to you talk about my friend. I don't want to be a part of this conversation. You could sit here, you could chill. Yeah, you guys know that we ain't cool no more, but I don't want you to talk about her to me. I don't want the negativity around me. Like, I don't want that. Like, I ain't that type of fake person for you to, I'm going to sit here and have a conversation with you about it. And I was like, oh, yeah, we respect that. Like, you better mother effing respect that. Like, that's how you were supposed to carry that, Destiny. That's how you were supposed to carry that, because you're sitting there with Wanda. You're sitting there just talking. You're supposed to carry that better. You were supposed to wait it out because Melody felt betrayed, because you're sitting there having a conversation with Tisha in the hotel room after Tisha just accused her of still trying to break up her marriage, and they were supposed to move forward. And then on top of that, you said that she didn't keep in contact with you when she proved that she was trying to keep in contact with you, and you have went off and not kept in contact with Mel when you was actually going through your divorce and things of that nature. So you're supposed to play that cute and be quiet, and let her come around if she comes around or not. But you didn't supposed to assassinate your character by being two-faced and talking about her, and then running around with the people that she don't mess with. And you think the people that do business with Mel was gonna mess with you? Girl, you delusional. Okay, delusion. Joanna Man, Miss T, what you say? Joanna Man. Yo, that girl was big. I already knew. Listen, I thought she could beat my butt. You know what I mean? I thought she could, but I wasn't gonna back down if it ever came to that. But at the same time, I didn't want that. But I at the same time, I had to let it be known that you can't sit here and talk about my peoples right in front of me because we beefing or we ain't talking. Like, that's not how I get down. Like, come on. And so many people try to come up to me and talk about her and say these things. I was like, yo, I cut them dead off in sentence. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't even want to talk about her. So why you bringing her up? You know? And I'm not faking shady and fugazi like that. Like, how am I going to be friends with somebody, share my deepest, darkest secret with, and then now the moment that there's problems and complications, I'm going to be running around the street talking about her? Come on. That's fake. That's fake. And I've been through that. I lived through it. Boom, boom, boom. That's how you're supposed to carry that. And you're supposed to know how to carry that as a grown woman. You know, but a lot of people are not taught things as a child when they grow up of how you're supposed to have, you know, there's supposed to be something, how you're supposed to carry yourself in certain situations, you know, have morals, have values, have dignity, and also have loyalty to a certain extent. But at the same time, like, come on, like... And so when I go back and talk about her, right, you know what them people gonna do? Go back and tell her what I said. And then start mess, and then start beef, and then start trouble. Because that's what they want to do. Because that's why the only reason why they're coming to you with that negativity. Because they want something to up out of it. So you got to be able to read people, understand where they're coming from. And why you bringing this here? We chilling. There's music on. We could be dancing. We could be ordering food. But you bringing up this chick? Come on. Yes, facts. Right there, facts, London. That's facts. And that's why I didn't understand. Like, if Mel really was never destined, to me, the way that Destiny, when that particular season was on, to me, it felt like Destiny didn't really think that Mel was her friend. Or she didn't want to trust Mel. She went through the divorce along. And then she says to Kimmi, well, you know, I wanted to have my divorce privately, even though she had a divorce publicly, trying to throw shade because we don't know what's going on. You're hiding something. And the reason why you hiding something, because it's probably going to show your true character. So that's why you did it separately. You want to be on this show, girl. You dying for a storyline. You are scraping the bottom of the barrel, doing everything you can to be relevant on this show. So you're going to tell me you didn't want to talk about your divorce? That's because you didn't look good in your divorce. That's because you did some things, baby. Because anybody as desperate as you, the way that you acting and crying over money and begging for money and needing money and trying to get help from the Scots with your business and everything, and they shading you at the same time that they saying that they trying to help you. Kimmi done shade you. Maurice done shade you. Like, come on, girl. You're supposed to give her space, and that's exactly right. She was supposed to... Yes, agents of chaos. Yes, yes. I am still trying to understand what kind of village Destiny needs. I know. That's why I go to that person myself. I don't do that he said, she said. Nah, you don't do none of that. You're supposed to, you know, wait it out. Wait it out, you know. And then if it doesn't happen, or you're not friends anymore, what you're supposed to do is keep moving. Keep moving. And if they want to bring up the person and talk about the person, just say, I don't want to be involved in the conversation. You know, take me out of it. Like, why can't you say that? You know, why can't you do that? Why would you be involved in just throwing shade and talking about somebody that was your friend, that gave you money and was there for you? So this is why we have these issues with women trusting other women, because as soon as they can, you know, throw a rock at you or basically think that they can break your glass house if you live in one, they will quickly do it. They don't understand that we're supposed to have trust and supposed to. If I said I love you, I say you're my friend, I'm on the phone with you, we helping each other, we ride or die. When that actually disappears, doesn't mean that I'm supposed to go around and start all this stuff and talking about, because the only thing you're doing is keeping chaos going. And you're supposed to chop it up. That friend was a friend at that moment in my life. Now that person's not a friend in my life. But I'm not going to go dog them out because we're not friends anymore and talk about them. Like, that shows a character of you. That shows that you have lack of understanding, lack of wisdom, lack of knowledge, and a lack of self, you know, of yourself that you're not even paying attention how it looks and how it comes across. And so you want to throw all this shade here and there, but you had your divorce alone. You didn't want nobody to be there, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as you saw Tiffany, you thought Tiffany was your replacement. You got upset. That was another situation. And sometimes when you do help people out and you do give them money, they hate you for it and they turn on you anyway. So think about who you giving your money to and who you helping out, because they hate that you have the money to give them, and then they hate that you even gave it because you're a good person, because they're not that person. They wouldn't do the same thing for you. And this is why you can't please Destiny. And this is probably why her marriage is over. You back, Miracle? I'm just talking all types of. I gotta move on. I'm just going. So in any event, so we have that conversation, and then we have the conversation where not Kiki, but Kimmi, she brings up the situation when it actually comes to, Stormy and that, like what happened with Stormy. Stormy was like this and that. And so, Destiny is basically saying when it comes to the situation with Stormy, that she called her sweetie. Stormy invited her out to go fishing with her father. Stormy thought you was cool. Stormy thought that since you're Melanie's friend and things of that nature, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna rock with you. And then once things start to go sour, and she backed away from it because she knows the hand that's feeding her on this TV show and giving her a platform and helped with giving her a platform to catapult her career. And the reason why people are not supporting you, Destiny, is because they feel like you betrayed someone that had a helping hand towards you. And this is why Stormy did what she did. At the same time, Stormy has some questionable behaviors that I question, that, she's an opportunist as well when it comes to like Destiny. But at the same time, she has respect. She has understanding of self and knowledge that these are certain things that you don't do and certain things that you can't condone because it makes you look bad. And that's why she stopped rocking with you. That's why she got on Instagram and went after Miss Wanda and said her food stank. No, her food's bad, allegedly. And because at first she was bigging up Wanda, but she can clearly see when she makes a mistake or she does something that can question, her honor. And this is what you don't have, Destiny. So, and I like Destiny. That's crazy. But Destiny, you look crazy out here. You look crazy. Like, that's the worst thing you can do, because there's a lot of women that don't talk about their friends when they break up. They don't believe in that. That's a code. And you're breaking all codes. Every code. And so, and probably Martell telling her things too as well. Martell swoops her head up. But Martell is back under Melanie bosom. He wants to be back in that bosom. He wants to be back with Melody. He know he messed up. He want her back. And so he used you as somebody to come at her that he can talk about, because he's pissed and he's mad because he made a big mistake. He destroyed his whole family, and he did it. He don't even know why he did it now. He was in lust. So we have that conversation. So I'm just like, okay. These people be acting up. And so, Kimmi asks her, when it comes to Destiny, did you have some grace? But Destiny said that she has called she has called Stormy sweetie all the time before. And so she was shocked. So Destiny's basically saying that her and Stormy was cool. And she was so shocked that Stormy came at her that way. That's because Stormy at that moment realized you was fake. And Stormy realized that you're on your way out and she's on her way in. And so therefore she's going to follow protocol, because she's not going to bite the hand that feeds her. My mother used to always say that. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, child. And so Kimmi is just looking like she just wants to have a conversation. She wants to be a part of the beef. She wants to be a part of the drama, but she really doesn't. But she also doesn't want to pick sides. But we already know what side she on, because Maurice done already told her. So she just, and Destiny, and the reason why she's sitting down with Destiny is because Destiny, is doing business with them. So Destiny's kind of hurt. And I feel bad for Destiny because there's a lot of self-awareness that she does lack. And she does lack a lot of business skills and interpersonal relationships and how she deals with things and with people, especially if she's trying to come up in Huntsville. Huntsville is a small community. Melanie been in that community. Her family's in that community. So when you beefing with that, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be pushback. And was it worth the pushback? Let's see what the Holtz do for you. Then we got Tiffany and her fake relationship, her fake love. Lou, I just wish you would find somebody that would love you and appreciate you and give you what you want, because she's very disrespectful. And she basically didn't want you to go on a trip with her, and then she comes back home, she wants you to ask her, but you didn't think that he was good enough to go on a trip. Well, you could have asked her, Lou. But Lou said he don't know what to do because he's walking on eggshell. He don't know if he's doing this right. Listen, Lou, you doing everything right. She just don't want you. That's it. We got Martell coming with his small suit. Here you go, Miss T. Here go his small suit, baby. Next week, next Saturday, we will be on regular schedule time. I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's late. And then this episode kind of like pissed me off, so I got so much more to say. And, I'm sorry. And so Martell's basically, I don't know, he's talking crazy. He's saying that he already has a builder's license. I guess he's working under a builder's license, and because his assistant said, well, when you get your license, you're going to build me a home. And Martell said, I can build your home right now. I have a builder's license. She was like, your own builder's license. So who you working for, Martell? And he was like, I own part of the company. So is he talking about the Scots? Because the Scots saying that they ain't letting you buy in and they ain't selling anything for you to get in. Them next minute they selling something for you to get in. Okay. Martell and Marsau are just alike. Okay. They get along perfectly. We got Tisha. She comes in looking like she been crying all night. She's so nervous. She just got so much going on that her skin's breaking out. She got a face full of pimples. Well, she's too old to have a face full of pimples, but some people do. But I just hope once you get past a certain age, you can get rid of the pimples. Some people can, some people can't. But she didn't have pimples before, so I'm saying the reason why she got all these pimples on her face because she's stressed out because she believe in the rumors. Okay. Oh, he's working under Chris. Okay, thank you. What's up, Absol? Miss T, why are you laughing? What happened? What did somebody say? It's the time of the month. At a certain age, you don't get pimples at the time of the month. That's stress pimples. Them are stress pimples. Them are crying pimples. Them are heavy makeup pimples. Them are, laying on a pillowcase, laying in a bed all day pimples. Them are pimples that, oh my God, I want to speak up. I want to speak out for myself, but he won't let me. Them are them type of pimples. Stress bumps. Stress bumps. This is why Martell is lunch, and I don't even know any man who likes dessert wines. He's trying to get into that class. So is the source of her stress. He is. Carter, he is. What's up, Absol? Miracle. Not the stress bumps. A man will give you them stress bumps, baby. I know them stress bumps because her face wasn't that bad the other episode. Them are stress bumps. She's too old to be still getting pimples because of her period. Every now and then you might get 1 or 2, but not like 10 or 20. Heavy makeup. I ain't even trying to read Tisha because I don't dislike Tisha. She just going through it, and she ain't even combing her hair. She got lint in her hair, and man, he's just so disrespectful to her. And so what is this disrespectful conversation we gotta talk about? But at least Marsau did say Wanda had good food. I wouldn't even help Wanda out. And so, Marsau is basically talking about that Wanda truck. That Wanda truck is terrible. It's ridiculous. And he was like, she bring that piece of junk and that piece of crap to me and thinking that I'm supposed to invest and like thinking of her mindset and all that to think. And then for Tisha to even think that truck was okay. We talked about that truck. That, that was a whole mess. So, So we got that situation, and he's talking about like he don't really want to help, her mother and getting that truck done. He was like, well, she couldn't come with a better plan. She couldn't come with this. She couldn't come with that. Like, why would you bring a truck that's non-working, that that is not ready to cook, that's not ready to move, that's not ready to do anything? And so he's bringing up that situation. He's feeling a certain type of way, point blank, period. And so where we at? And Martell's having his wine dessert. I know Martell is just too much. And so you have Tisha, Marsau, and basically Marsau is basically talking about his family, talking about T-Man. He's talking about T-Man and Bernard. Bernard read him down. I ain't never seen nobody get under Marsau's skin like Bernard. Bernard, baby, you deserve an A for both episodes. And so he was talking about Wanda's truck and how terrible it was and all types of stuff. I was like, Lord. And then he's talking about getting attacked by her family. And then Marsau says that your family got some strong women. Your family got some mouthy women. But just because you're mouthy doesn't mean that you're strong. So, that was a shot at Tisha. He was talking about Tisha. Oh, yeah, your family got strong women. But just, when they're mouthy women doesn't mean that they're strong. So he's talking about her, like mouthing and asking him questions, talking about her mother, talking about this and that. He's basically, it seems like he cuts down her self-esteem with these little sayings that he say to her, but Marsau is damn sure entertaining. And if Tisha had the same type of personality as him, where she can clap back and say, well, you got some big men in your family, but none of y'all can even bust a grape. And Tisha said, yeah, I know. You look at your family, they look like strong men that can carry things on their back, but nope, you just lay on your back and I have to jump on top to get what I need. There's a lot of, like, she doesn't come back. Okay. When they can't see, Marsau is in the streets cheating. Candy Rose. Stevie Wonder can see, baby. Marsau is running circles in Tisha's brain. I know. How did she get them degrees, baby? But degrees are not common sense. Not 10 and 20. Lord. B-Man came out like the bull at the rodeo. I'm telling you, yeah, he booting her. He is. B-Man. I know. Wanda is Marsau kryptonite. I know. Lord have mercy. And so in any event, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. As I promised, next week I will be on time. I already told you guys what happened, but I'm just so sorry I'm late. Because this episode kind of like gave me so much content to talk about. I'm just running. And so, so when he says that to her, that's so disrespectful. Oh, you got a lot of strong. He didn't name one strong woman, but he made sure that, being a mouthy woman, what kind of man says that in 2022? A mouthy woman. Basically, he's telling Tisha that she's too mouthy. And don't be getting mouthy because you see your cousins, your sisters, and Kiki and everything, and your mother being mouthy. That doesn't mean that you're strong because you got a mouth. And Tisha was crying over there at her mother's cookout, or, mashed potatoes, giveaway with shrimps that she was doing. And so I was like, yo, he just be cutting her down, girl. Cutting her down. Like, mouthy. Oh, I can imagine what he says to her when they ain't no... I know he wants to... I know he be trying all types of things on her. Like, he be saying stuff to her like, oh, I wonder if I can say that to you on TV. And she just be taking it. I don't know why Tisha takes that. Well, I do know why she takes it. We talked about it. But, she got to grow. And right now she ain't ready to grow because her identity is the American dream that she grew up with. A husband, a white picket fence, and some kids. And now she got finance and everything. She's on TV. She don't want to let that go. But you don't have to let him go. You have to demand respect. If you demand respect and tell him things that you want and things that you're not going to accept, he will fall in line. But, he will fall in line because he don't want to leave you, really, because he don't want to cut that count. He doesn't, that count that he look at when it says all them numbers, that's y'all's. But if you leave him he's gonna have to cut. So he might money make a mother effort do some things that they don't want to do, right, Tisha? So in any event, he talks about her mother truck and basically talking about the sense, why would she get a broken down truck and all this other stuff, like, so he's just basically doesn't mean, he said doesn't mean you strong, and he basically says Keke has no sense and she's being used and she's being taken advantage of by Mel and all this other stuff, where you wanted Tisha to keep Keke out the way, and knowing that she wanted a bite at the apple, just like Wanda want to bite at the apple, T-Man wants to bite at the apple, and Bernard wants to bite at the apple. Then you're gonna tell Keke that she can't bite at the apple? Oh, Keke was coming. You should have known that. So it doesn't seem like they prepare for war. Marsau said he'll do anything to defend his family and blah blah blah, but it's a whole lot on the line. And no one is pressuring Tisha to leave Marsau, but there's things that he can work on and be better at as well towards you. But why would he do that when you don't really direct him to do that? You give him an out every time you turn around. So he don't respect you. And he said Keke looking at him all crazy and T-Man being all crazy. I was like, Lord have mercy. He's talking all types of mess. And you got that situation. I don't know, Tisha, girl, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta do something. Speak up. You don't gotta argue. You don't gotta cuss. You gotta be direct. And you can't let this man just run circles around you. He's running circles around you like you somebody's child. I mean, like you are somebody's child, but look, you somebody's infant. Like, and he's just using just bull crap tactics that any person that has your degree should be able to, untangle yourself out of. But she's not able to. So we got that situation, and he's mad, he's pissed, and he's feeling a certain type of way, and he's tired of her family coming at him. But she wants her family to come at him because she can't come at him and she can't get the questions. And she said, you know what I want you to do? I want you to answer the question. When I ask you something, I'm going to need you to give me a serious answer. And she's basically pleading out to him, and he's disrespecting her. And so this is why you get the heat that you get, because Marsau, you can bend a little. You can compromise with your wife, but you don't choose to. I know you compromise in business deal. You compromise with things that you want, but you think that it's a given. You think that she's going to be around here forever and ever, and you can treat her any way, But when that divorce comes, you going to hurt. You gonna hurt. And so he goes, you know what? I don't want you asking me any questions. Like, you asked me a question. I want you to ask me real questions, serious questions, not something to do with whether I gave, Melody some wine or brought wine to our house. What do I look like delivering wine? What do I look like dropping off wine? But it was a question that was been out there. It was on the show. She wanted to address it, assure the people and tell them, because this is her new type of lifestyle. And she's the one, you can throw it off your back and act like you don't care, but she does, because she believes that these things are true, that people are accusing her of or seeing what's happening to her. And so she just wants you to compromise and act like you got her back when it comes to people that are close to the heart to you. Okay? And so in any event, he says her family is so disrespectful, her family this, her family that. And he's like, don't ask me a real question. Don't, because you know what? It's disrespectful for you to ask me if I brought wine. It's disrespectful for you to ask me this. It's disrespectful for you to ask me that. I was like, wow. What a shame. What a shame. Girl, I don't know what you gonna do. They playing games. He's playing games. He's playing all up in your face. And I gotta show you this other text. I mean, just playing in her face. She don't even see it. So Kimmi and Mel have a conversation. Kimmi basically brings up to Mel like, girl, is something gonna happen between you and Destiny? Because when we was at the Galatina or whatever, the gala whatever, and you went back there and you went to go check on her, I was feeling like that was compassion coming from you, that it was your friendship. And Melody's like, no, girl, that's a testament of who I am. So basically, see, Mel was able to get Kimmi together real quick and real fast, because Kimmi was like, well, is that because you missed her friendship, you want the friendship back, or you felt for her? Mel said, no, I'm gonna care for anybody that I know that's going through something. It doesn't cost you anything to check up on them and see how they're doing and making sure that okay. That's what a person that does, that cares, and a person that has a heart. And that's a testament of who I am. No matter what this woman have said and did, I can go check up on her and see how she's doing, because I don't wish no ill on her. Then Kimmi was like, what? Kimmi wasn't ready for that read, y'all. Kimmi wasn't ready for that read. And Kimmi was like, well, I didn't mean that you was going to, wish evil on her or say anything bad about her. I just thought that I don't know if I'm seeing it in my head, but I just thought that there was a moment for the friendship. Mel was like, girl, don't bring that to me. I'm just a good person. I'm a good friend. And I went to go check up on the girl because Mel said that she don't understand why Stormy and Destiny even got beef. And we didn't understand it, but it's the things that going on behind the scenes that really kicked it off, and people flocked away from Kimmi, not Kimmi, but Destiny. And so we got the guys going on a trip. They're so happy. We got Maurice doing what it do, baby. And then why did Marsau say to Maurice that, oh, so what did you tell your wife the trip is gonna be? I'm gonna behave myself. And then then Marsau says no infidelity. Like, why is Maurice basically saying that his brother was cheating? And so many different words, even though he's saying this jokingly, but I know he's trying to get the jokes, he's trying to get the jokes out there and things of that nature. But in any event, it's just like, like, what? he said, yeah, Maurice, it ain't gonna be no infidelity, right? Like, what? And then you got Marsau talking about we gonna be booty. He don't say it at first, but it's going to be there. And, these guys saying they can behave themselves. They're going to do what it do. Like, they know how much that this hurt their wives, but they're doing it for the TV show. If any event, they should have had the wives in the back of the bus, or another sprinter coming through. Like, yo, we don't need this. We can go out anytime, but we're not going to let a whole nother situation where Martell is going to say this and say that, and, or anything of that nature, or pictures or football teams. They're talking about they ready for the football team. There's no linebackers. Like, yo, just ready to just cheat on national TV. Just acting like their wives. Kimmi ain't got no feelings, what's her name? Tisha ain't got no feelings. Oh, Lou was the only one that was kind of respectful, but he gonna be macking because he ain't getting no punani at home. So in any event, we got Martell, so it's going down. We're gonna repeat the Atlanta trip. And Marsau said, Kimmi, what did Kimmi tell you? What did she say? What did Kimmi tell you? Or live through, and then Martell said, live through me. Maurice said he's going to have a lot of fun. And, Marsau said, I hope, Maurice said he's going to have a lot of fun. And that's when Marsau said, I hope your fun does not include infidelity. And so this is why, when it comes to Melody, or Mel, she said to Kimmi, the reason why Marsau is saying these things about you, and he posted that picture and insinuating that you're cheating, is because it's either true or he's going after your marriage and he's not really there for you. So now we have Marsau basically putting more flames and adding fuel to the fire, basically saying, I hope your fun doesn't involve infidelity. So basically he's saying, Maurice be out here cheating? For real? Like, this is crazy. And so Lou said that, I don't know what happened back in the day, but Lou said, what about the linebackers? And then And basically, we're gonna live through the ATL trip. So they was basically throwing shade at their wives that we gonna do what we do, baby, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And Martell says he's single, he's ready to mingle. And so we have Maurice laughing, but he's acting like the way that Kimmi was feeling wasn't real. So, and then these big old men, they can't, Kimmi got to get on top, and Tisha got to get on top. Could you imagine these big old heavy beasts on top of you, as heavy that they are, that they got to get on top? You got Martell basically saying that will be my sixth baby mama, because there's somebody that's there at the strip club, and with this situation, he's talking about he want another baby mama. So Coleslaw, what you gonna do, baby? And so then they're having a conversation. Yo, last time we did some shit like this, dog, the shit got out. Okay? So basically, they was out here cheating, y'all. Cheating all day, every day. That's the whole situation. For real, for real. I mean, Martell said he's going to have all the linebackers. Yes, that's what he said. All the linebackers. They are all cheating. For real, for real. So basically, that's the whole situation. If anybody want to call in, you can call in. I just got to take a break real quick. I got to check outside. That's 2:19. Oh, shit. I took mad long. My bad. So next week we'll be back to regular schedule, time where, you guys can get in and tell your opinions and we can talk. But I got caught up with my neighbors and I apologize. Text message. What's today? Okay. So let me put the phone. It's kind of late. I don't know who's going to call in. It's kind of late. But it is a Sunday. It's kind of late. So yeah, these ladies are, just enjoy your life with your husband. Okay, so who wants to call in? Lying and cheating, then snitching. I know. So gotta take the heat off of him at all costs. Yes. Heavy daddy bodies, yo. Them girls gotta do all the work. Oh, they gotta get at the edge of the bed, cause them men are too heavy. They'll lose their breath. Oh, pun intended. Absolutely. Okay, she's not necessarily desperate because she's smart and pretty, and if they divorce, she will be wealthy. She actually loves her husband and wants it to work. You can't be the only one to want it to work. And I know that she does love him, but she's starting to see by being exposed to this show that she's not being treated accordingly like she's supposed to. Tisha would never. That's something else I wanted to show you. I just got thrown off today. Let me see if I have it. I was cracking up when I seen this video, if I can actually bring it up. Let me see. I think it was it downloads. I got all these other videos that I don't want. And so it's not here. I don't even want to go through all that. Let's see, where is the video? I swear they just be. Let me just go see if it's over here. It was funny, but I just want to show you guys this video now. But I'm gonna do a upload on this particular video, and I'm gonna talk shit. Let me see if I can find it. But I had so many reads that I can't wait. Oh, let me see. Let me go to IG. See if I can find it on IG. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere. These people are just acting up, baby. Okay. Who am I looking for? He probably done took it down. But it has to do with this. Okay, here it is. Let me put it right here. Oh, when I saw this, I was like, he needs to be a... I don't even know if... I think I can. I'm all getting lost and shit. And I want y'all to see who's in the comments. This is Todd Talker, Instagram. And we got Marlo. Marlo know that she's been reading Candy up and down. Candy done cussed out Marlo and while she was on a carpet. And Marlo, look at Marlo in the comments. Hey, Todd. So let's get to this situation. Can you guys see it? Let me see if you can see it. I think you can see it. Let me put it like this. Okay. Can you see Marlo's comments? Let me see. There go Marlo. Look at Marlo's shady ass in Todd Tucker's comments. So, you know, Marsau was talking all types of smack about this truck. This is how you do it, a food truck. And the way that they be bragging, I know they don't got more money than Candy, but they can at least afford a better truck. So let's check out a food truck that's on the road. Old lady gang gonna be on the road, y'all. Let me see.
What city y'all want us to come roll to? Look at them fryers.
Okay, let's try it.
All right, y'all. Y'all ready? We ready to hit the road. Old lady gang hitting the road. What city y'all want us to come roll to? Look at them fryers. We ready to fry. Old lady gang hitting the road. Oh, shoot. We got our coolers down there. What's up? Y'all want the old lady gang to show up at your party? You want me to cater the meal? I'm actually cooking on the truck now. You know what I mean? This is my thing right here. Another cooler right here. This baby big. Thanks to this man right here. Make sure you check out his joint. Let him know.
Wendell Seafood. Come get you that crab melt.
Yeah, that crab melt is amazing, man. Try it. Yeah, we out. All right, y'all. Y'all ready?
Okay, y'all see this truck? You see this food truck? And you seen the food truck that Wanda done brought on this show? Like, Lord. The truck better be up to health code, Miss T. You threw that shot in there. Attacky Mo is going to bite them. Yes, Candy Rose. That truck better be up to code. You so shady for that. I was even thinking about that. Well, we know that they got issues with the food code. I was thinking the same thing. Miss T. You was thinking the same thing, Major. I didn't even go that far because y'all are too much. It better be up to health code. Y'all are some readers, I swear. The truck better be up to health code. I can't with y'all. I can't. So in any event, there's no phone calls. I put the number on the screen. Nobody's calling. And I got to make a move real quick. So thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, peep squatters in the building. So, you know, we're going to cover the Carlos King with the Real Housewives ladies. But there's also some other juiciness going on that is so crazy. I'm gonna try to get it in either tomorrow or early tomorrow or Monday. But like some people are out here talking ish and, you know, questioning other people's stuff and they looking bad out here. But we're gonna get to that. It has nothing to do with the people I talked about tonight. This is something totally different. But please make sure. So we gotta talk about Love and Marriage DC. And I'm gonna see if I can get that extra showing because listen, once we talk about this other show, y'all gonna drag. Yo, I couldn't. I this was just, I was appalled and shocked, but I don't want to say anything about the show or the name until I actually put it out there and do it, but I was appalled. I watched this show. I was appalled and shocked. I'm still appalled about, the other show I watched with Bobby Brown. I still gotta watch the documentary, but I don't know. That Bobby Brown shit made me cry. But in any event, there's another new show, and I can't believe that these ladies are being treated like that. And then we get some old tea, not old tea, we get some tea that the lady and her husband didn't want to put back out there on reality TV, but she put the tea out. Some of y'all might even know what I'm talking about, because some of y'all watch the same type of shit that I be watching. So we're going to talk, I'm going to try to get that in tomorrow. Get Love and Marriage DC. Love and Marriage DC seemed like it's going to be a good episode, but it's the first season, so it's going to start off a little slow or whatever the case. But I want to see what the ladies said. We heard the rumors about Kim, wanting to sue Nene and all this other stuff. Kim, only way Kim would sue Nene is because she need a bag. And I already did the video to let you know that Kim bag is not like it used to be, or her bag is dwindling. Even though I said Kim's last name wrong, her shit is dwindling. And it's really bad. Okay. So, yeah, she can sue Nene if she wants. Just get in line. Get in line. Nene and Kim should be working together. They're both unemployed. But let me stop. True meaning of cockroach. Lord, y'all are too much. Sticks and stone may break my bones. Thank you so much, Major, for coming. I appreciate you for coming. Destiny doesn't care about male friendship. She cares about losing male contacts and potential to use her. The potential that that she could use Mel, and Mel read that. When you got God, you got glory, and you got common sense, a lot of people can't do a lot of things. Well, let's say naive, baby, naive. To me, it's desperation to consistently brush what your man is doing to the side just to be unhappy. She desperately wants to keep her relationship. Amen. But there's a way that Haywood, Marsau got to take the heat off him at all costs. Yeah, I read that was crazy. But when it comes to Tisha, Marsau can be worked on. It's not like he can actually be trained, but he's never had to be trained, and he's never had to do the things that he was supposed to do, because basically at one point in time, being a breadwinner and having Tisha at home, that was good. He was bringing, and then he been complaining, and then he complains about the money that's being spent. I rather spend time with my family, but going to Africa, baby, if you went to Africa without me, you think you're gonna come in this house and sleep? See, Tisha plays too many games. She let this man walk all over her, and I don't know why. You should not do that. You have to have standards. You have to have boundaries and things you just won't accept. When you accept everything, they're going to do that. But once you make him realize, you don't think Martell wish he can go back home now? Martell learned the hard way. He learned without Mel now. He want to be back home. Martell can act, and Martell has said that he messed up. And he would love to be home, because Martell has been going around doing speeches. He regrets it. And for him to admit that, that's real. Because him and Marsau are the same. But it comes to a realization. And what they realize, but no one ever held their feet to the fire when it comes to Marsau. Maurice don't hold his feet to the fire. Kimmi didn't hold his feet to the fire when he throws shade at their marriage and things of that nature. Then you got Keke out here cussing out, not Keke, you got Tisha cussing out her cousin, but yet she brought her husband there to get cussed out by the family because of the way he's treating her. So she doesn't have a voice. But if she had a voice and she was stern with that voice, and she used money over his head like he used marriage over her head, she'll get somewhere. But he can definitely be worked on. He can definitely improve his behavior, but he doesn't have a reason to. And Tisha has to get thicker skin, and she has to learn how to be sassy, and she has to learn how to go back and forth with him. Oh, you gonna take shot? I'm gonna take shots too. Let's get this, baby. Let's play chess. But in any event, peace and love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys have a blessed night. Bless you and your family. Bless my family. Let's stay up. Let's stay woke. Let's stay protected. And let's help one another. Peace and love to each and every one of y'all. Good night. Or good morning, baby. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button. I ain't gonna put the music on right now, but good night.